Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Second down, Rivers. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
I think defensively, you're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll go right back to Allen. That's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
In both locker rooms, the coaches talked about setting the tone early. Didn't matter whether you started on offense or defense. In this case, the team that had the ball first did exactly that. Took it right downfield and scored.
Sturgis out now to kick this one off. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. This one complete to Devin Funchess. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 23 yards on the play.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Room to run inside the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there from McCaffrey. 43 yards on the ground. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed at this in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more noise. You got to reward him for that one. A big-time monster run.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Gano the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First down, Rivers. Room here to run. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Hey! Hurry up!
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up 4th down. Rivers to throw for it on 4th. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Bowman. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They were caught in no man's land that time, but the decision to go for it, that was the right one. It's a 1st down. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, Rivers. Allen has it, left side. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Rivers again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Mario Addison in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Third and long for Rivers. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. All right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Back to the ground now with Gordon. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. Rivers now on 2nd down, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Melvin Gordon there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. To throw on 3rd down, Rivers. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. The decision to go for it on 4th has worked out twice on this drive already. Here we go again on 4th down.
Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they've converted their first 2 4th down attempts. Not there. Now they're 2 for 3.
You think maybe the offense coordinator expended a little capital on that one? You know, when you're 2 for 2, you can lobby for that 3rd one, right? Didn't get it there. Maybe now the head coach might not be so eager to go for it as we go forward.
Now a run with Anderson. And he's going to get this one all the way up to the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Melvin Ingram in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Single. Set. 180.
3rd and long. It's Newton. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And down he'll go at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A 1st down throw here for Rivers. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. Vernon Butler breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Rivers now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half Rivers. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. The third quarter starts with a run from Anderson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, here's Newton. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Now Benjamin. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense making their way back out there. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Hurry up!
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The offense is going to stay out there.
Hurry up!
They've converted twice, failed once so far on fourth down. Let's see what's in store here. They're indeed going for it. It's Rivers. That's to his running back, complete. And he is down deep into Carolina territory. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now Gordon on 1st down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd down, Rivers. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. On 3rd down, Rivers. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the Sticks. Now Newton on 1st down. Caught left side by Funchess. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And not much running room. Down to the 32. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. They go play action here on first down. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. C.J. Anderson, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 14-10. Gano out to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a terrific catch. I mean, to go up there and get it one-handed like that. But I almost want to go into that riff about back in my day, the gloves weren't quite like this.
When did gloves really become prevalent, just in general?
I think in the 80s. I think as we started to move through the 80s, especially as we got towards the latter part of that. But a lot of those were really like baseball batting gloves to begin with not much of a tacky area on the glove. In fact, there was none. I actually remember in cold weather games wearing the old scuba gloves, which you'd wear in the diving, but they would split too easily in the course of a game. Then the glove manufacturers got smart and started adding to it, and here we are today.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Read 80! Light! Shoot!
On 2nd down, Rivers again. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Rivers on first down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Mario Addison in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Hey! Here we go. Hey, Rocket!
He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
On second down, Anderson. And down he'll go at the 25. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. On second down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Newton. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.